Hi, my name is Jordan Day, and for the ENDS personal branding project, I decided to write a rap. This is how it goes. You see, school doesn't come that easy to me, so for now, I'm just in general studies. There's a lot of cool jobs that might be fun, but give me a couple years and I'll find the right one. I've maybe thought about education or coaching. I need to kick it into gear though because my future is approaching. So you want to know who I am as a person? That's a pretty broad statement, but for this I am certain. I am a child of God who I know loves me. I am a grateful granddaughter, daughter, sister, niece, and cousin. I am loving, kind, and sincerely genuine. I always try to help and stay positive. Now this course ain't like your everyday class. The number one myth is that everyone will pass. Now I ain't gonna lie, I heard this class was easy. There are no tests, which is definitely the best. I was also intrigued with the creative kind of things and the many objects we can use for special projects. Now school, it's kind of hard for me to get through with a smile on my face in every place. On the other hand, though, I think this class will make me happy. It's very unique and doesn't sound crappy. I'm also pretty pumped about all their group projects. I'll get to meet new classmates from a variety of states. Now, I know this is not a really big deal, but what also makes me happy is sitting on the balcony, for real. So I got the results of my jug test. Out of 4, my feelings were the best. Introverted, I scored an 11%. I guess I'm kind of shy, but I don't know why. My sensing of the quiz was 25, but I mean, you need to sense fear in order to survive. On judging, I scored a total of 1. That is pretty close to nearly none. On the other hand, though, I received a 62 on feeling. I guess that quality is the most revealing. I was also labeled an ISFJ, which also means protector, in a way. We only make up 10% of the population and try to defend people in any situation. ISFJ also tells me that I'm quiet and kind, which I very much agree. It also states that I'm interested in serving others, which is also true because I want to treat people like my sisters and brothers. On the learning styles test, they told me I'm an intuitive learner at 7 and active at 3, but hey, that's just me. I was also given a 3 on global and my visual was 5, but when I'm in test mode, I gotta kick it into drive. On my creativity assessment, a typical score is 62, but mine's not that high, so I don't have a clue. My score is 51, so I guess I'm not average on the creativity scale, but don't worry, I will prevail. My highest score was on curiosity, probably because teachers move at such a fast velocity. Now everyone knows that we're not all the same. Quite frankly, we're different in so many ways. See what sets me apart from all of the rest is I play on the Aggie soccer team with the best of the best. I'm also unique because I always try to help. If you're in a tough time, just give me a yell. Also, people think I'm funny, but I don't know why. Before I came here, I was so shy. Your core values portray who you are. Kind of like there's a story to every scar. I believe in God with all of my heart. I try to do what's right with all my might. I think that you should treat people the way you wish to be treated. I know that's kind of hard though when situations get heated. My family also means the world to me. I do anything for them. They truly are a gem. Through thick and thin though, you gotta stand strong. Stand firm in your beliefs and how much could go wrong. Now everyone has things that bother them, but for me, I'll tell you my top 3. I can't stand when people snore. The way you're acting is so distracting. Also, chewing with your mouth open or driving so slow, I get really frustrated and just want you to go with the flow. Now, on the top of my list of things that I hate, school is definitely the heaviest weight. Next in line is reading a book. I never really got how people get hooked. I start off strong and read a couple pages, but then sleep hits me in all the different stages. Now, I'm an athlete here and we work out a lot, but every time I hear coach say get on the line, I start to feel not so fine. What do I love, you ask? And then thoughts come to mind. My family, of course, is at the top of the line. I also invest so much time into soccer, so the reason I love it is not a big shocker. Food is fantastic and tastes so good, so when I eat a lot, it's very much understood. My friends are also a huge part of my life. I love them to death, and without them, I would not survive. To tell you the truth, I'm a little scared of the ocean. I have no idea what type of creatures are down there in motion. I'm not really scared of the fact that I'm going to die, but all the different ways stir through my mind. I'm not a big fan of bugs or snakes. As soon as I see one, I'm out of that place. What inspires me the most is hands down music. The lyrics they say when they play speak to me in many different ways. Movies and sports sometimes also give me the chills. The tasks some people accomplish make me think they have my skills. My number one passion is to make a difference. No matter what's lost, I'm in it with all costs. I don't want to be just another person on the street. I want to help change lives of the people I meet. Having 3 wishes is a big responsibility. To be honest, though, I don't think I have the nobility. If I got the chance, though, I'd want to help the world. I would wish God was known in every boy and girl. My other wish would be to abolish crime, and sooner or later, the world would turn out just fine. Next, I would say diseases got to go, so nobody would die and never ever cry. If I had the ability to change what I wanted, I would never want kids hungry across the country. Drunk drivers as a whole wouldn't be behind the wheel, so all of a sudden life wouldn't just hit them for real. Life is very precious and people take that for granted. For example, drunk drivers kill families single-handed. Also, I would want to help people financially. A lot of us struggle and we need help out of trouble. If I could do anything and I knew I wouldn't fail in school, I would try and prevail. School is just so hard for me, and every time I sit down, I just want to flee. I would also put myself out there more, instead of it being just another chore. I would want to try a million different new things, and finally, just spread my wings. Now, accomplishments can be perceived in many different ways, but for me, one is how I've lived all my days. I believe I am a loving individual, and I've tried to live my life very hospitable. I think as a person, I've accomplished a lot. I see myself as a very good friend. No matter what situation you're in, I'm with you till the end. I'm also very proud of how far I've come in soccer. I've put a lot of hard work in and an abundance of time. I'm not going to stop till I hit my prime. Well, let me tell you something unusual that I've done. I easily remember waking up and not having fun. You see, I used to sleepwalk almost every night, and let me tell you, waking up in the morning in a different place gave me a fright. When thinking of this memory, a story comes to mind. I remember waking up and feeling not so fine. We went on a cruise, and I was 11 at the time. I woke up on the stairs by a table and many chairs. I didn't know where I was or how to get back to my family. The only thing I wanted was to see them and be happy. I finally made my way back safe and sound, back to the room where I was found. My goals in life reflect back to my passion. I truly want to make a difference in somebody's interests. So I've come up with this plan. I'm going to help as much as I possibly can. Now, personally, a goal of mine is to see how far soccer can take me till I'm out of time. Also, my biggest mission is to be happy. I want to live life to all it can be and have the feeling of being totally free. Before I die, I'd like to do a couple activities, like go on a road trip through the entire country. I'd also love to get married and have a family and home, just a place to call my own. Finally, I'd like to go on an adventure, something like skydiving or even rock climbing. When I was a kid, my dream was to play pro soccer. As I've grown up, though, I've come to the conclusion that was a long time ago. I guess my dream, if you ask me today, to be happy is what I have to say. I know that might sound really cheesy to you, but to me, it's totally true. When I'm no longer here, I don't want to be remembered how I died, but how I lived my life with open eyes. I don't want people to be sad, but happy for me. I'm going to a better place where there is an endless amount of grace. But when it comes down to it, when people hear my name, I don't want them to think of the person I became. On my tombstone, though, will read my epitaph. I'd like it to say, "Whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life," to remind people to let go of their strife. So that's pretty much my life in 25 questions. Who I am and how I act, and even sometimes how I react. My parents are a huge part of who I am. I was taught to be respectful and say yes, ma'am. They have raised me to be the person I am today, and as a result, I am Jordan Day.